Nathan Oakley, and I'm going to title this video The How of the Globe Lie. And any story that's told has got some constituent parts that people are keen to know. And the most important part of any story is why. Why has something happened? And while this video won't tell you why we've been lied to about the heliocentric model and the Earth being obviously and observably flat, it will serve as part of the journey towards the why of the globe lie. And as stated, as the title suggests, this is about the how of the globe lie. You can probably see I've got ball busters up on screen at the moment, and on Sunday one of the debates that will play out will play a little clip from a chap that was discussing the current situation with myself and Bob Nodell. And I played it off the back of a conversation with John, Quantum Eraser, because he said, I'm done with this Bob thing, I'm done with it. And I was like, well, as I've said to Anthony a while back now, this could become dangerous in terms of the progression that follows if you double down, triple down on a scientific claim of something that's not proven. So this ties into the how of the globe lie. So unfortunately, if you're listening to this, Bob, this is the reason why this isn't going to go away. And the further it progresses, the worse it will get for you. Not because of my intention being in any way to harm you, but simply because the very problem we are experiencing with you is the how of the globe lie. So in essence, and I've discussed this on several of the debates, but this will serve as a hopefully more concise version of the how. If you've got a method that gives you empirical proof, then that in and of itself, when used linguistically, is an immensely powerful tool. If you say science or experiment or hypothesis or a myriad of other words that are exclusively associated with the physical and natural world and discovering the cause of an effect within that domain, then you can have a non-adherence, pseudoscience, lended credence with the word of science. So how have they done this? Well, we start at school by being told what science is. We are all taught, at least in the Western world as far as I'm aware, what the scientific method is. And in so doing, we understand implicitly that it proves things. Hooray, we've got a method that can give you proof. And as I said earlier, that's immensely powerful. If you can condition people to understanding that when you do science, it is proving things, then when you attribute that terminology to something that's not scientific, then you can potentially convince the person you're telling that you have definitely proven something. So that's how they've lied to us about most of the things that we discuss on housekeeping during the flat earth debate. So when it comes to a light in the sky being a gas in a vacuum, second law of thermodynamics violation, a violation of a natural law, then you will be convinced when an astrophysicist, pseudoscientist, someone who cannot adhere to the scientific method, declares that a light in the sky is indeed a gas in a vacuum without any containment. So these are the declarations that we have endured to put us onto a spinning ball with a molten iron core under the banner of science. So if you are to, in summary, if you are to understand that you have a method that proves things, then an authority with a white coat and name tag can use the linguistics of that method to assert that what they declare has been proven. And you can continue throughout your adult life, beyond schooling, hearing the words science and not appreciating that you are being duped by a pretender clown, a pseudoscientist, essentially someone who cannot or does not adhere to the scientific method in order to achieve the desired effect of the linguistics. Something has been proven, and in an adherence to the scientific method, something potentially could be proven. You would certainly prove or disprove your hypothesis, a scientific prediction. So at the very least, the reason the method can be described as empirical is because at the end of a hypothesis test, otherwise known as an experiment, you will validate your null result or your alternative hypothesis. So you have an empirical method of inquiry. That's why they teach it you at school, not because they necessarily expect you to be observing any natural phenomenon and then going forth to vary an independent variable to cause that effect. They simply tell it you because it is an empirical method, and the language will be used in the same classroom to tell you that you have a molten iron core at the centre of a presupposed spherical Earth. I've been Nathan Oakley, and this has been the How of the Globuli. I'll see you all in the next video.